Yeah, so welcome everybody once again. My name is, I'm a professional cryptocurrency trader, and this is what I do for a living. So this night I will be taking us on how to trade in the deep. I'll be taking us on how to trade in the deep, and we are currently going through a lot of issues right now as BTC is heading down. BTC is heading down. So I just want to share this so that people would know how to trade in this mess. Even in mess, you still make money. Even in mess, you still trade very, very well. And this is what I want to talk about this night. Now, the first rule is this: in deep, in deep, in deep, don't expect too much. In deep, don't expect too much. In deep, don't expect too much. That's the first thing I'll be talking about. In deep, don't expect too much. Learn to be satisfied with the little you make. Don't be greedy. I'm still going to talk about charts, but before talking about charts, I just want to have a full idea of what we are really talking about. So what we're really talking about. So let me just go ahead with what I'm doing. So the first one is this: in deep, don't expect too much. Learn to be satisfied with the little you make. Don't be greedy. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. That's number 4. Number 5, only trade when you are online. Only trade when you are online. Only trade when you're online. So I have 5 here. Number 6, let me just add one more for this night. Let me add one more. Then number 6, don't trade off BTCs. Don't trade off BTC's movement. Don't trade off BTC's movement. So whatever you do, let BTC be your guide. Let BTC be your guide. The movement of BTC during dip affects every altcoin. The movement of BTC during dip affects every altcoin, which means that it will definitely affect your coin as well. It will definitely affect your coin as well. So don't expect too much. Don't expect too much in deep. Don't expect too much. So that being said, I would quickly show us few things on BTC movement, and we'll move on. So please pay good attention to this part. We are leaving probably in the next 5 minutes. So listen to this part very well and pay close attention. Now, I did a video, I think 2 days ago, talking about BTC movement. And I was like, we are on a, down. We're heading down. We're on a downward movement. We're on a downward movement. So I won't be going back to the video. I just want to share a highlight of what I said on that video. We did 52K. We did 51K yesterday. And today, the highest so far today is 5950. That's the highest so far today. And before the week runs out, if BTC closes on one-day movement, this should be like the deep on one-day movement. This should be like the, the deepest will be going on one-day movement. If it closes here, it means we are coming out of this dip. But the con there is this. BTC might come out of this dip and go into another dip. Obviously, we should expect that between now and the new month, BTC will head up. It will head up and, come down again. So heading up, we might not go beyond 55K, probably 55, 56K. If we are lucky, 56, but 54, 55 might be very possible if we are closing up on one-day movement. We're closing up on one-day movement. 55, 54, if we're lucky, 56 might be very, very possible, or on the highest 57, or on the highest 57. And we'll look at this on the highest 57. So when you are trading in the deep, once again, remember what I said. Always be content with whatever you're making, little or huge, whatever the case is, always be content. If you're not content, it will be a very huge problem because you will be losing money every time. You'll be losing money every time. So let's quickly have a recap of what 4 hours is given to us right now. Okay, so we have a bend already. We have a bend already on 4 hours movement. So which means we are shooting up again. So we might expect that this might be the deepest will go overnight, because we have a bend already. This is a bend. And when we look at MACD, we would see that we are just heading into the green zone. When you look here, we're just heading into the green zone. So from here, we should move up. We should move up from here. We should move up from here. Just like one day is giving us a hint of coming out of deep. One day is giving us a hint of coming out of deep. And when we look at 3 days movements, let me check on 3 days movements. When we look at 3 days movements, we are just entering 3 days movement. We're just, okay, this is like another peak of the dip. So we should have a curve. We should have a curve here, like we are coming out of this dip. Should have a curve like we're coming out of this dip. So in a general term, this dip tonight will give some people the opportunity to make money, because right now is the good time to go into some of the good altcoins and make our money. This is like the best time to come into the market again and make money. And at the peak of all movements, at the peak of every BTC movement, stay out of the market. At the peak, stay out of the market. And the best way to do that is this: sell off BTC, stay on, sell off BTC, stay on USDT. Listen to this again. Once you close your trade, once you get out of your trade, don't stay on BTC. Don't stay on BTC. Don't let the market tempt you to stay on BTC. This could be a very dangerous move for you. So once you get off the trade. Hide yourself inside USDT. Hide your fund inside USDT. Hide your fund on USDT. And at the dip, at every dip, come into the market again. At every dip, come into the market again. Make the little you can afford to make. Don't be greedy. Don't make too much. Don't expect too much, because we won't have too much at this point in time. We won't have too much at this point in time. BTC will only give us little room to make little money. So the little could be much. Like fuel did over 100% today. Fuel did over 100% today. You could be lucky and have a trade on that kind of coin, and you make a very good money. Like I told people on I think on Saturday, when I was making a video on Saturday, I told them that the movement of BTC Saturday, Sunday, would give room for coins to perform very well. And when we look at it very well from Saturday, Sunday, today, we've had a lot of good movement from our coins. We have a lot of good movement from our coins. So the idea remains the same. Number one, in deep, don't expect. I've spoken about the movement of a BTC, how we can relate the movement of BTC to our trade. For the person that just joined us now, I'll be posting this video on YouTube, so you could still get it on YouTube. For some of us that are listening, you could still have access to it on YouTube. After this video, I'll post it on YouTube so you can get it on YouTube. My name on YouTube is Cryp-to-Davies. So crypto, then Davies. So you find me on YouTube, and they could get the video from YouTube. So let me just do a quick recap of what I put down here. In deep, don't expect too much. Learn to be satisfied with the little you make. Don't be greedy. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. Which means that don't be tempted to jump into a trade. Don't be tempted to go in between trades. A trade that you don't start with, don't jump into that kind of trade. Like someone that jumped into fuel when it was at 100% on the gaining side earlier today, the person would be losing out now. Why? Because the person doesn't understand how to trade in the deep. So learn to let go. Whatever your market gives to you, fine. Hold on to that. Hold on. This is not the best time to jump from one market to another, from one to another. If you don't understand how to read chart very well, don't jump between trades. If your trader is giving you whatever he has to give to you, hold on until the best time to come into the market again. Then only trade when you are online. This is very, very key and important. Like during the booming time, you're online, you're not online, you're still very safe and you'll be making money. Now, this is the dangerous aspect of not being online during this time. Now, if your trade get executed, you had a target and your market hits the target, remember you're not online. If BTC falls on you, your value will go down with BTC. So it is not the best time for you to stay offline. This is the time to stay online while you are trading, except for those that know the peak period and the down period. But even this time, things are, a little bit corny around this point in time. So always be online whenever you are trading. And the last one is this: don't trade off BTC's movement. If you don't understand BTC movement, then you are trading like a blind person, because BTC divines the movement right now. It divines whatever the altcoins will do. So you can't trade off BTC's movement right now. Whatever BTC is doing affects every other coin. So I will be stopping right here tonight, and I I hope a lot of us have gained one or two things. And before I leave, you could send your question over the chat, and let's quickly run off. I'll just take like 4 or 3 questions and we end the session for this night. So if you have a question on the chat bar, send me a message right there, and I will respond to your messages. So let's see how long the